Rachel Wiest, and I'm here with Stacy Anfinson. Hello, Stacy.
Hello, Rachel.
We're here to talk about January. What happened in the Triangle market in January?
Well, we're glad we're not in Boston, aren't we?
Oh, boy.
3 feet of snow, and we're out here on the back porch in 55 degrees. Anyway, the market did really good. This time last year, we were complaining about the weather.
Yes.
Okay, and that affected the market. We were down in closings, and we really had 2 weeks where the market was kind of stalled out.
Right.
January this year, closed sales up 1%, so that's really, really good.
That's good. That's very good. How about pendings?
Pending sales, we used the term skyrocket this month. It was up 44%. Now, everybody sit down. That we're still trying to figure out if that's because of adding contingents to the pending category, which I think is partly the case.
Sure.
And also, December pending sales were down, so I think we had some pent-up demand in December that came out in January.
Okay, well, that's excellent news. That's excellent news. How about showings? Are we seeing any activity?
Showings, well, what we see in January is always a big bump in showings compared to December, and so that's what we saw. 14% compared to January a year ago, but 58% compared to December. So people...
The seasonality.
They quit shopping for toys and they start shopping for houses.
Or they bought so many toys they need a new house.
Yes, either or. They're in the market. That's all we care about.
Okay. How about inventory levels?
Well, we keep begging. Last month we said try reverse psychology. That didn't work.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're going to do. But inventory was down 12%. Continues a downward trend. New home inventory up slightly, 3%, but resales down 17%. And that really has to stop.
Well, and I know that, the properties in the right price point that are ready to move in are just flying off the MLS.
Yep.
And a lot of multiple offer situations, which is good news.
Yep.
Good news. Okay. How about days on market?
Days on market, we're pretty steady, but we're down, compared to last year, it's 68, so it's down. But compared to where we were in the fourth quarter and the third quarter, it's in that 60 to 70 range.
Okay.
Which we said was going to be stable.
Which is good, and that's realistic.
Right.
Okay. Is average price been impacted at all?
Well, we're going to spend some time talking about that.
Okay.
Because we're complaining about inventory.
Right.
And if we look at the increase in average sales price, or the movement in average sales price, the overall was down 3% and the resale was down 4%. And if you look at the graph and you go back to 2010, 2011, you see we have not had much growth in that metric. That's a big problem. And then you look at the big spike in the increase in payment of financial concessions, which was in the 60s this month and was the same in December. You could make the argument that resale sales prices have actually fallen since 2010 or 2011, and that's not what the people that bought in 2007 or 2010 need to hear. They need house prices to go up. So that's why we're going to continue to struggle this year unless we start getting some strong upward movement in house prices.
Do you think some of this is due to this whole emphasis on moving into the perfect home? So then the concessions are the result of course, you can find a flaw.
So move-in ready, yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of explanations for that, but the one that's kind of the most troubling explanation that I've heard is that it's necessary for the buyers to have those concessions to get into the house. If that's the case, then it's a reflection of the economy. And as we know with house prices, it's a reflection of the money that's in the economy and how much they have to put down and what kind of salary they have and what they have saved up. So maybe these people, these buyers, are not saving up as they have in the past, and the concessions are necessary to get them in the house.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Without a lot of research, it would be difficult to know how it breaks out. Well, thank you very much. This has been outstanding seeing you again this month, and we're looking forward to the rest of the year.
We are.
And please go to trianglemls.com to look at all the analytical reports, and we'll see you next month.